I'm Addie Jacobs with Addie Jacobs Real Estate, and I'm here with Yasmine with my mortgage talking short sales.
Short sales.
Go after it.
I think it's coming back.
Yeah, do you?
Yeah. So we haven't, I would say in the years past, haven't seen many short sales like we did back in 2008. And in 2008, when we saw a lot of short sales, it was partially because you didn't have to have a down payment at that time to purchase a property. They called it 100% financing.
Yep.
And then after that whole, downfall of 2008, that was wiped out. You had to have a down payment, and a pretty good one at that. And so there wasn't any more tricky type loans that would put people in this position. But I feel like going through our inflated market, I am starting to see short sales, and I'm starting to see a lot of agents looking for what they call a short sale negotiator. And those short sale negotiators had left the market because it just wasn't a thing, and it's coming back. So a short sale basically is it's if you have to sell your property, and let's say for instance you owe $800,000 on it, but right now it's only worth $700,000.
Yeah.
That means you're upside down.
A little bit.
But you need to get rid of it. You're not trying to foreclose. You're not trying to leave the bank high and dry, but you don't have enough equity to give them their full $800,000 back. And so you can leave without a foreclosure, and you would list your property as if it was what they call a short sale. And what happens in that case is, Addie would, get a short sale negotiator on board, and they would negotiate with your bank once the offers start coming in, to get the property sold.
Yeah, for the highest.
It does ding your credit slightly. It shows it on your credit as a short sale. Better than a foreclosure. There's ways to get I would say just probably a 2-year ouch. And then you'll get out of it. But the crazy part is that I'm seeing them coming around again.
All cycles, huh?
Yep. But so what does that mean about the market? I feel like that means that values are coming down.
For sure they are.
Right?
Yeah.
Or maybe people over leverage their properties on refinances, pulling cash out.
People do that so much. We actually, we were at an open house the other day, and it's exactly that.
Okay.
Lives in a beautiful, totally over leveraged.
Yeah.
And lives in this gorgeous, huge home up here in North County, and has to sell.
Okay.
And over leveraged.
Yeah.
A couple times.
Okay.
And now like totally underwater.
Right.
And I'm like, oh my God, you have all the trick stuff.
Yeah.
But like totally over it.
And so what that basically means is that when values were super inflated, they refinanced. And when they refinanced, since their value was so high, they were able to pull out X amount of dollars of cash out of their property. So now, again, they owe more than what it's worth, given that our market is somewhat changing.
Yeah,
right
for
now.
sure it is. Yeah.
And so, so that is, we're seeing more of it. And so I don't know if this is going to be a trend, but I feel like it's the start of a trend. But you as a buyer,
yeah, get in
beautiful.
there. Yeah.
And everybody wants to save a buck.
No kidding.
Right?
Yeah, if you can get in on that.
Yeah, so
that happened to me with a condo that I used to own, which I wish I still owned in PB. I walked in and I felt so bad, but these people were losing their ass.
Yeah.
And I swiped it up really cheap.
Okay.
Yeah.
What a good feeling as a buyer.
I know.
So when I say like, oh, they're coming back, I actually don't see it as a bad thing.
Yeah.
I hate to say it.
Yeah.
It's kind of a good thing.
Yeah.
It gives you a chance to buy a property, get your foot through the door, get it at a discount.
Yeah.
So, and then I think, with that, what kind of domino effect comes of it is going to be foreclosures.
Yeah.
Sadly, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, our market typically goes through a recession, I would say, every 10 years, and it hasn't happened in quite some time.
Yeah.
We're in 2025, and we really haven't seen anything like this since 2008. So I don't think it's going to get as aggressively bad as 2008, not by any means, not even a fraction of it. But it's happening, and I feel like for buyers, it needed to happen.
Yeah, I do agree. I mean, everybody's priced out.
Yeah,
I mean, we could have still bought a place back in the day, even though it was still tough. I feel like when I bought, but now there's no way for our kids.
No.
Do you ever see
No.
Unless your
No.
family's buying it for
Unless,
you.
yep, or unless they get some really nice inheritance.
Right.
But yeah, it's really hard
Yeah.
to get your foot through
it's
the
good
door
for the
on a
buyers.
property. Yeah, we got insanely inflated.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a nice turn to see that people actually have an opportunity at a property. I feel bad for those that are in position of foreclosure. But in general, we're not going to see so much of them because a lot of people still have equity. So if
Yeah.
they're going through tough times financially, a lot of these people can just throw their property on the market.
Oh, no
right?
kidding. Get out.
Get out.
Yeah.
Even if there's not enough, even if they make no money on it.
Even if they can go rent it.
Right.
And still make over what they're like paying the
Right.
mortgage payment at this point.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. But so yeah, I'm gonna say market's turning and changing,
Yeah.
and it's we are in a very desirable area.
Yeah.
I think we're kind of almost not. We were super inflated, but we're probably more so almost last to get hit. I would say on the foreclosure realm.
for sure.
I feel like a lot of other cities and states
Or getting
might
hit.
get before us, but it's a domino effect. And I would say everybody save your money. You want to be the person that actually has money in the bank when these property values start to come down.
Because then you can go get them too. Yeah.
Yeah. So save.
All right, you guys. That's short sales. Let us know if you have any questions, and we'd love to answer them. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Love that you're on my channel. Please subscribe. What's great for me too is I have a new selling guide, and it's going to help you navigate selling here in San Diego and helps me know who you are. So download that guide here on YouTube. I would love to help you.